how can I help?
Yes.
How can I help?
How can I help, and is my help helping?
Is my help helping?
Because when we first rush to help, it's a bit like when somebody is caught in a fire or there was a storm. Everybody sends canned food and blankets, and they don't need canned food and blankets. Ironically, what they need is water. We never actually know, and people don't know how to ask. And when somebody's got a loss in the family, we can't sit with our discomfort, so we rush forward and put something clumsy on their altar. Walking mud through their house while we do it. We don't actually understand how to handle vulnerability because we don't make a lot of room for it in ourselves. We don't know how to be vulnerable to each other. So we're more inclined to do clumsy things. And so there's a basic like preparation, initiation, arrival, etiquette. If you want to go visit another country, they tell you what you need to watch out for when you go there because the people there are a little bit different to you and they operate a certain way. It's like that with initiation. It's like that with being part of the solution. You actually have to stop your teenage impulse to want to help and actually find out what it is that you can do, what you care about, who you are as a person. Well, how you can help, by starters, is just by stop trying to help. Just chill out, get yourself, handle yourself, figure out yourself, bring the temperature down, stop commenting and posting, stop being part of that problem.
That virus,
just by bringing that temperature down or being the one in your group to always say, I think it's an old conversation. I think we can do better. I don't know what the answer is, but, this is kind of getting tired for me. I don't like this. This is not bringing us closer together. I don't think it's helpful. And being that way, being that example online, just being another person who's more interested in going, I don't think the world needs to hear what I have to say on this. Really? Pick your battles. Ask whether there should be one. Ask if a battle is the way to solve the problem, Just slowing down and starting to think about that. That's what adults do, And then find a way to participate in initiation, find a way to participate in life in a way that shines a light of potential or hope on something that's bigger than you, and follow your heart, because your heart will tell you what you care about. Don't go and do what somebody else tells you is virtuous or meaningful or correct. It has to land with you, You have to imagine that under all of that, whatever you are, whether you're a sailor or a farmer or a writer or whatever you become or feel drawn to, we are all the same thing underneath, which is like a little battery that's made of one side of the one positive pole, one negative pole. One of those is sanity and the other one is meaning. And you've got this little current called choice that you get to spend based on how you navigate sanity and how you make meaning in the world. And your reluctance to spend it this way or to spend it that way or to spend it at all, whilst being in tension with its own willingness to spend it, because we want to all participate in life. That little battery of yours, where you're going to plug your battery in and the kind of amps you're going to pull and the way you're going to add to the charge or make the light or make the wheel turn, whatever it is that you're called to do, you want to make sure that you know how to read the signal coming from that little battery. And that's your truth. That's your you. That's not just it's not just the energy pulse. There is something essential that it is like just to be you. And I promise you that this whole thing, the whole circuit board lights up best when you are in your lane, doing your thing, your way, that lights you up, that makes sense to you, that brings meaning to you. And that's how we make this whole circuit hum. That's how we make the dance. That's how we make the gameplay. Whatever that means to you in your life, begin to figure out what that is. Your relationship and marriage to your own self, your own journey, to the relationships that you have in the world, the containers that you are a part of at work, at home, and then your passions or your curiosities, these things that scratch your itch, that like light you up a little bit, that has nothing to do with only your relationships or your personal development. It's some way that you're trying to excavate your own genius or connect your purpose to the need of the world or something in line of that question.
Oh, yes, man. I mean,
Yeah.
what a place it would be to be alive if we were to act like that.
Yeah, and there's
Uh,
nothing stopping us. Just choice.
just
Just
choice.
choice.
Yes.
Just choice. And when we say choice, we specifically mean the kind that we are exercising, not one that's being thrust upon us and we're just defaulting into.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, Rocco,
yes.
I mean, when you were talking about all of that, I was actually thinking to myself, this dude is literally talking about free will right now. This is how you extract however much free will you can have in your life.
That's the only will that is free.
Exactly.
That's the only will that is free when you are completely aware and completely honest about who and what you are and what it is that you truly desire, and everything that you do in the interest of that pursuit and that desire, you can chalk up to free will and meaning. Yeah. Otherwise, it's the expenditure of will, those choices that we make, the choice in surrender based on our sense of sanity and meaning. But all everyone else is doing is running a software program that's keeping us on dim, but sapping all of the vital energy out of us. Now, it can be the other way around, where we're giving actually not having it drained of us, but giving in such a way that lights us up.
Yeah.
Just think about that. And that's a resonance issue. And what it has to be resonant with is like a kind of field of harmony with everybody, but also in harmony with your own true choices, which is, it's kind of like two snakes arriving in the present moment of what the will of the greater system is that you are a part of, and your own part in that, and how you are riding that little tension in the healthiest, most exciting, interesting way. That's what we're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah. Oh.